Okay, I'm trying to show a strategy here. Using the alligator, just the lips period, it is shifted over 3, so keep that in mind. We're going to use that as a signal. We're just going to keep the lips there on the alligator. We're going to get rid of the rest. We're going to get rid of the teeth and the jaws because we don't need them right now for this strategy. We're looking for a trend change. If you notice, this line is usually green on the alligator. When it crosses that line, you see that could be used as a shift in trend. So I tried to find a super trend that would match pretty close. So I came up with 10 on the ATR and 1.5 instead of 3 on the default. I went with 1.5 on the super trend. On top of that, I'm adding a little momentum on the default setting of 10 to show the direction. So you can see that if we look at most of these charts, when this crosses all the way up above the 5 period on the alligator, which is shifted forward 3, you can see a good shift change right here. And right here is to the up, right here is to the down when it crosses the line firmly, and it usually continues. Alright, on top of that, we're adding this little trend. We don't really need the super trend. We could do it without. When it crosses here firmly, we could take this up 1 candle. Or right here, it crosses firmly, we could take this 1 candle. So here it's coming down. We'll try to take it 1 candle. And we'll kind of just keep buying in here because the momentum is still going up. So we're kind of going a little bit sideways. So we're going to lose that right now because we're still in the green on the momentum. But there's a little bit of red. And so we may go ahead and try to take that down a little bit more. And we're going to keep buying down since the momentum is staying down right now. Okay? So we'll keep buying down slowly. And hopefully this trend line here on this edge will kind of hold, which it kind of did. And we could have kept buying there. Okay? Let's try to find a different illustration here on a different set. You can see right here when it crossed this alligator 5 period line, which is shifted over 3 again. Then when it went green, you could have bought on this red and continued up on the green. I'm just going to buy for 1 candle. So of course when it goes dead sideways, you're going to get chopped out a little bit. As usual, per usual. So we're using the momentum to help us use the confirmation here. It needs to close above that firmly above this line. Okay, we're going to put the trend back in there just to help us see some more levels. Alright, this is pretty much going sideways. So when we get some impulse move, then we might buy down or up, depending. This says we're still in a down, but of course we're getting green here. Okay, I like that momentum right there, but it didn't hold, so it got pushed back down. Same thing here. Okay, this one's pushing down, and it did hold pretty good, so we're going to start buying down. Okay, so this broke here. Then we got another impulse move. I'm going to go ahead and take it down again. And because this impulse and this impulse were pretty strong. So that continued, and I think we won those. And so that's the way the strategy works. Okay? Alright, we did get some losses in there because we started going sideways, of course. But we have got a lot of good wins, and there's some good possibilities here. So we're looking for some confirmations. Let's go back to our currency, and let's look for situations. So this is kind of getting choppy here, so I don't particularly care for that. We're looking for candles that are not this choppy and not this that don't have wicks. Okay, this has got a good trend going, and we could continue the trend. Here's a little bit of green, but it doesn't matter until we cross over. If we cross over firmly up this line, then we will take it up, but not until then. Okay, here's a possibility here. We're going to wait for that candle to close. We went ahead and crossed the line, so we're going to start buying up here. And we're going to continue buying up. with a little bit of confidence, hoping that it will continue to go upward, and maybe we'll get an extra boost at the end here. Okay, so we still had a lot of downward pressure, as you can see here. The downward kind of continued, but we're still getting that push up, and so we are going to go ahead and try to take this if it will break through to the upside. Got a little bounce off the bottom there, but it's really holding sideways. And so we did fairly good, but not super great. If we get a break of that level like that, if it will totally break, that's a good break. We could probably go ahead and take that up. Okay, I feel like that was a pretty good break, so let's see if it continues. We did win the lower ones, and we finally got the breakout here. So you have to wait for this breakout line here on this candle, and then you're good to go, which is exactly what we did in anticipation. Okay, but you can see we went sideways here. Here's the level here, and we got a level down here. Sometimes I like using this line right here as a level, then the higher sign, and you saw your other level here. Okay, so we did pull out $300 gain there. Here it says we're going down, but we're still in the green. Now I like that candle down there, so I'm going to start buying up slowly, and then hopefully it will push on through, which it is doing. And that was an excellent trend change there, and we pulled out almost another $200 on $10 buys. Okay, so that's the strategy. Right here, when it pushed through and closed here, I was buying up on this green candle, and then the red just continued down through. Since this impulse was strong, this one also was breaking to the down. Then I bought up on this green here. It doesn't always work that perfectly, of course. We could try one more here. There's no guarantees. We got a signal, but we're not taking it yet till this candle closes. We're going to start buying on this red. We're going to stop buying and hope for it to push through. And it did push through this time. Okay, we're in demo mode, and we pulled out another 200, so we're up 600 from a few minutes ago. All right, so sometimes the market's going to cooperate, and sometimes it's not. But this strategy looks pretty interesting. We're using that 5 period, but again, remember that it is shifted forward 3, and you can see that when it breaks this line right here, we would try to take it up, but right here it got pushed back down, and then it started going green again. Now the second time it broke right here, here and here, we could take this one and we would have won. We won on the red here. We took it on this green down, and then we also won again here. And then we're just adding a super trend here. We can play with that multiplier, but right now I'm leaving it at 1.5, looking for the confirmation on the break up, and looking for the momentum as an additional confirmation. We could try to take this up here if it breaks this level. If this level is broken right here, we might take it up a little bit. And then you have a resistance trend line right here, and this looks like it's almost a break of the resistance, but we're still going back and forth, so we're going to wait and see if it breaks up or down. And we'll take it possibly down since the momentum's going down. I like that break there, but it got rejected, and we lost those trades, but we didn't buy too heavy. We're still getting some up momentum, and we don't know which way this is going to break until it breaks. Okay, that broke to the upside. I'm going to go ahead and take it up and see if it will push on through, and I'm going to buy some more here because I think there was some momentum on this candle right here. I felt like there was enough momentum to keep buying here and break through, and we made another $71. Okay, so even though this got pushed down for 10 seconds, these are 5-second candles, we're doing 5-second buys, expiries. This impulse here was above this line, and we had momentum going our way, So we continue to buy here. We lost a little bit, but then when we bought here, it pushed through. Okay, so you can see that it's pretty interesting on these 5-second candles. You can see right here a clean gap break, and that's a great place to buy here and win here. And then it pulls back, and then you can decide if you want to buy here or not. Okay, I'll go ahead and show some more since we're having some success. Doesn't always work out, but you can see that the breakdown here to the down, the break up here to the up. You can also try to do continuations, but if it breaks below like that's breaking solid, I'm going to start buying down. And I'm going to keep buying down. I'm going to keep buying down slowly. And I'm going to hope for a continuation. And if I don't like the way it's going, I'll just jump out. Okay, I'm going to do my final buys right there. And I'm going to lose those. And now it's going to break to the up a little bit. But we are going sideways, so we're taking a chance here. The momentum is staying red. And we had a gap down. So we're going to buy down on the gap down. We had this gap. You could buy more on this green because there's a gap. And we are going low sideways. We're going to trust that gap will hold. And we're going to let go of this and let it ride. Okay. We're back to 2064. We had this gap, which showed us a pretty strong level, and it did hold. Now if it goes above the gap through, we'll take it up. If it breaks through this gap right here, we will go up, because it shows that the level is broken. But we need an impulse as well. That's a pretty good impulse, but it's a little slow, but we like how it continued. We're going to buy at the level. We're going to buy at this level here. It broke through the level, and now we're back to 2294. Okay? And we had a slight gap up, which may or may not hold right here. This gap. The gap is holding, and we want a few more trades right there. Now the gap is breaking down, going to the downside, and I think this might continue down, but I could be wrong. That gap was broken. We're below the 5 period, and we're going to wait. We don't know if it's going to continue up or down, because we're literally going sideways right now. I didn't mean to do that one, but it's a good position. We can buy at the line. Okay, a little bit of momentum right there. I'll go ahead and buy on the momentum. I'll keep buying on the momentum. And then we're getting pushed down. We're getting squashed. We are getting squashed down. Taking a chance buying up. Still getting squashed. Still getting squashed. Okay. We're going to pull out some of these here. Okay, good push to the down. A lot of impulse there. So we'll take it. So this is where you get in trouble, is when we're going sideways like this. Okay, we won some of it back. We're back almost to 2,000. We're going to move out of this currency since it's going sideways and try to find something else. Okay, so that's the problem with the trending strategy. A trend change is that when it starts going sideways, you start getting in trouble. If we get a pullback here, I'll take it, but there's no pullback. Little pullback right here. I took the pullback and it continued, and I'm back to 2,000 again. And we had a very small gap right here. Felt like there was a lot of downward momentum. There's that gap, but it broke to the up. So we're going to get into trouble here probably. But we had a big impulse green candle right there. but we're overall still in the downtrend here. And we just got a little bit lucky, that's all. Just it's pushing back and forth. Now we're going sideways. Now we got a little bit of an uptrend, so we might take that momentum. We're above the line. We'll see if that trend line holds right there. This trend line right here held. There's a trend line right there straight down that we saw. And this helps you see the breakout here, pull back, and then continued breakout. Now we're back to 21.32. Okay, we're going to stop now. That's all for now.